And now turning back to our top story tonight, more than 20 people arrested across the nation after being accused of making threats to carry out mass shootings. This all comes weeks after the shootings in Dayton and El Paso. The FBI says some of those arrests stem from tips to local law enforcement. Fox 4 in your corners, Rochelle Aline spoke with a local FBI agent who says these are just a few ways to send in a tip. She joins us live now from the FBI office in Fort Myers. Rochelle?
That agent says calling 911 is always a good idea, but depending on when you hear or see a potential threat, it may be better to contact a different agency. 38,000. That's how many tips the FBI has gotten about potential mass violence in the wake of deadly shootings in Dayton and El Paso. One local FBI agent says there are a few reasons behind the surge, one of them being this.
And a lot has to do from sympathetic response caused from some of the mass shootings that have happened back to back.
But do you know what to do if you come across a threat? Most will say call the police, which is always a good idea.
If the threat is imminent, meaning that somebody has said that they're going to do immediate harm, the first thing they should do is call local law enforcement, 911. They're the ones who can be on the scene the quickest.
But depending on where you see a threat, you may need to call someone else.
If it's an internet posting and they're not sure who's on it, then they can still report it to local law enforcement, but they can also report it to the FBI.
And above all else, Agent Christie says leave rounding up the bad guys to law enforcement.
We don't want the public to take matters in their own hands. If they see something, they should say something.
And there are a couple of ways you can submit an anonymous tip to the FBI. One way is online. You can go to tips.fbi.gov. You can also call their Tampa office at 813-253-1000. In Fort Myers, Rochelle Aline, Fox 4, in your corner.